Every student.
Hi.
Hi, how are
I
you?
just I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay, thanks.
I just have a question. Um, would you like to continue with today's tutorial, seeing as though you're the only person, or do you just want to get the link to the previous tutorial and then you can go through that on your own? Because I don't want to keep you here for long and unneeded time and whatever. Because whatever was in the previous tutorial that I did before this one is the exact same information that I'm going to relate to you here now.
Okay, were you to discuss the assignment?
Yes.
Okay, just please discuss it and then you can leave then after that. Let me just hear you tell me what exactly we're supposed to do. Then you can leave after that. Is that okay?
Okay. Do you want me to discuss with you face to face, or do you want to go to the other tutorial and check up on it there?
I'd prefer it if you discuss it with me face to face.
Okay, no problem. Don't worry. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
So, yeah, you don't have to mute yourself because it's just you. So we can have like a just a one-on-one. So, firstly, this is just to make sure that you're up to date and up to skill with where we are. Make sure that you don't release your assignment late. If there are any problems with late handing in, please let us know beforehand. Otherwise, there will be a penalty. Obviously, you know that by now already. We don't have to go through that. And more instructions will be given tonight, hopefully on Funda. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. This is just something that you can answer. This is just for our own personal feedback. So, what is the most important things that you've learned in the course, and how have you applied any of these in your own life? Do you want to just take a minute or two to think about that and then give me some feedback?
Do you want the feedback now? After 2 minutes.
Yeah. Do you not feel comfortable doing that right now?
Yes, I do not feel comfortable. Because you see, in most of my assignments that I have returned or that I've done, I think in most of them they've asked us what we have learned and all that. So I
Okay.
figured, or I noticed that in that manner, in that assignment, I do not actually get good marks for what I have learned. So I'd rather not, please.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
respect that. So, yeah, we can just move on.
Pardon?
Okay. So here's just some tips on planning your intervention. Firstly, you need to make sure that you have your broad aims, which then would broaden down, sorry, would narrow down to your goals, and then your goals would narrow down to your objectives. So your aim is broad, then it narrows down to your goals, and then your goals will be then become more specific in your objectives. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is just for planning your assignment. You're deciding now, okay, what are my aims? That's my main aim. Out of this main aim, I can derive perhaps two goals. From these two goals, I can maybe have 6 or 7 objectives. So it's sort of like just branches off and it becomes more and more specific, more and more narrowed down, more and more intentional. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You'll see now with an example that we're going to use. So just have a look at that. So let's say you're a Liverpool fan. Your main aim is to win the Champions League or to get into the Champions League. Your goal which is more specific, then would be to win matches. And then how would you go about attaining this goal would be your objectives. So then the goal that you want is to win matches. How you would get this is to score goals, is to keep possession, is to make good tackles. So do you see how it narrows down from each other and it becomes more and more specific? From your main aim, which is simply to get into the Champions League, which then narrows down and becomes more specific, where you say, okay, this is how I want to actually get into the Champions League. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, can we move on?
Yes, we can.
Awesome. Okay, so this is just an example, a better example than the soccer example, because this is more practical. I'm not saying you have to use this example, and we prefer if you didn't, because we want you to be original. So let's say if you were designing a life skills intervention for Cornerstone students, what would your main aim be? So there are just some aims that you could have. The first aim could be to change, to be agents of change in the world. Another aim that you could have is to be effective students. And another aim that you could have is to live a healthy, balanced lifestyle. So we're just going to look at the first. We can look at the first aim and we're going to elaborate on that one alone. Okay. So your first aim is for the student to be the change that they want to see in the world. So you see from that aim how it produces two goals, and those two goals are to engage with the community and to have the skills to make a positive difference. So from the broad aim, you get two specific goals, right? From that goal, we're going to have further objectives. So you see, we're just looking at the top one. Leave the other three alone. We're just looking at the top column, the top row, sorry, where it says students will be able to write good assignments. And from there, you have 4 objectives. So one aim brings 4 goals. You see the 4 goals?
Yes.
From those 4 goals, we derive 3 or 4 objectives from each of those. So the reason why this is important for you is in your planning of your training skills intervention, it's helpful for you to start off with one main aim, derive what are maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of the goals that I can take from this aim, and then from there, your broader objectives will derive as well. And your objectives will be more than your goals because they'll be more specific, more detailed. Your objectives are the most detailed account of what it is that you want to do. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on. Okay, let's just skip that. Okay, no, let's not skip that. This is when choosing your life skill that you're going to perhaps decide to work on. Is you have to look at what concrete experiences do students already have concerning this particular skill. What lesson or group activities could they link to the skill to think about this? What could help them to think about this? And then what activities will follow them in order, sorry, not to follow them, but what would follow in order for them to be able to practice this skill well? So don't worry about that that cycle thing. You just want to ask yourself these 3 questions. What experiences do students already have in terms of this particular skill? I'm not going to give you an example. Example is for you to come up with. And then what lessons or group activities could help students concerning this particular skill that you've chosen? And then how can they put this skill into practice in their everyday life? Are we on the same page? Can we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. So then this is just a small example of how to design your lesson. It's firstly, you'd have your icebreaker, which is right at the beginning. which will then draw the students in. It needs to be effective, it needs to be interesting, it needs to be fun so that you grab them, captivate them. Then you would introduce the awareness of the skill that you wanna work on. From there, you would motivate them concerning the skill, why the skill is important, how it would help you, what benefits lie in attaining the skill and doing well in it. So you would motivate them to change, and then from there you would move on to analyzing the components of the skill. So you're giving them information, you're telling them about it, what it means, how it comes about, how it can be put into practice, what various aspects you can use in order to help you to put the skill into place. From there, you challenge them to be able to practice it, put it into use. How are you going to put it into use? And then once it's been put into use, it can then become internalized in the reflection process. So you're reflecting on the skill that you've used and how you've done it and how you've gone about it, and then you would then internalize it. So you make it a part of who you are and a part of your character or your personality, if that makes sense. Am I going too fast? Are there any questions?
No questions.
Hey?
No questions for now.
Okay. Okay, so then moving on, just some examples. This is just exactly what I explained now. Is firstly motivation, information, practice, application, assessment. If you follow this template, you shouldn't go wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. You get the letter to say that everything must be in by the end of the month.
Yeah, I think it was feel like but I think it's not fair that they get to give the business students to handle assignments. Okay, even if they didn't have them in, it's not fair.
Okay, so yeah, just moving on from motivation, information, practice, application, assessment. Your motivation is your beginning. You're letting them know about what it is that you're doing. Then you're giving them information about what it is that you're doing, allowing them to practice it, allowing them to apply it, and then you would assess how well you have practiced and applied what it is that you have done. And then from there, it becomes internal. You can either assess, okay, I haven't done it too well, I need to change here, I need to change there, or I actually have done it well, so I can now internalize this life skill.
Okay.
Are we all happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just a basic summary of the course so far. It says helping, be it counseling or life skills education. It is about making a positive difference in the lives of others. Learning the skills and ways of thinking that we are talking about in this module and to use them to change the way in which you live your life. Make a positive difference in the lives of people that you care about. So that was some of the objectives of this course. So those are some of the objectives of this course, and we hope that they have been adequately met. Are there any questions, especially concerning the assignment?
Are we allowed to choose any topic?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll find the rest of the instructions tonight on Funda, which will be more detailed.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Are we finished?
If you don't have any instructions, if you don't have any questions concerning the assignment, this tutorial was just about going through the assignment with you and getting some course feedback, perhaps on things that you've learned, things that we could have done better, things that you felt didn't go too well, this, that, and the other, just so that we can know where we can improve.
Okay.
Is there anything? Are there anything?
No. No. Can we at least have your email address? Or can we have the lecture's email address? Because
It's on the outline. Yeah.
All right. No, it's cool.
Are you fine?
Yeah. I'll just check it on the outline, module outline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, doctor, just hold on for me 1 minute. Etienne, if you guys are fine, then you guys can leave the call so that I can just go over the assignment with the group that joined a bit late so that they don't fall behind. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi guys.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Don't worry about being late. I'll go over the stuff with you. I'll go over it again with you. Do you want to? You guys obviously have the link to this tutorial and the previous one, so you can go and check up on that, which is much more detailed. Or do you want me to go through it with you now?
No, we can go check up on it because we were late, so thank you.
I really don't mind going through it because you might have questions that perhaps they didn't have.
We just want to know about the assignments. There was a bug or an error or something on the page. Now we're just uncertain about that.
What error was it?
I'm not sure what error it is. When you just want to view the full details of the page, it says there's an error and you must send a bug report or something.
The assignment that was due for today, the intervention.
Okay.
Sorry?
The intervention is today.
No, it says so.
Because on our Funda it says it's for today.
Okay, just hold on. Give me 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
No. It's not due today. The ultimate date for it is today, which means you can start handing it from today until the due date. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So the assignment is opening up today only.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's only due sometime at the beginning of June.
Oh.
So what did we do in this tutorial that we missed?
All I did was I just went through some of the aspects on how you can put your intervention together.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Then it's fine.
Are you fine? You don't want to go through that?
No, it's fine. So the tutorial was just like 10 minutes long.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Have a nice day, and thank you for your help.
Yeah, just hold on. Can I just give you just 2 slides, or are you gonna look at the other tutorials?
So you just say again?
Can I go through 2 slides with you, or are you gonna look at the other tutorials and go through it there?
Yeah, we'll just look at the ones you've already posted.
Okay, promise me you'll do that though. You promise?
Yes, promise.
You promise?
Yes.
Sorry?
We promise.
Okay, that's 3 times you promised, eh?
Thank you.
It's just gonna be very helpful for you. But otherwise, I hope it's a wonderful course. I've learned a lot from it. And hopefully it has a positive impact on your life in some way or other.
Yeah, counseling is the best to study. It's our most favorite subject.
Okay, wonderful, awesome.
Okay.
Have a great World Cup as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.